see everything. Hopefully everybody can see me, and hopefully everyone can hear me. So just want to welcome everyone to RG22 Outdoor Adventures live stream. I'm going to be doing these until I can get my computer up and running. So let's get started. We're going to paint one of these. I glitter bombed it. I think the colors I'm going to use are going to be iridescent turquoise, pearl copper, iridescent red, wicked pearl lime green, wicked pearl white, and then probably some black, but it's not up here yet. Oh, here it is right here. And then some black. Okay. So let's get started. The first color I'm going to do is going to be that copper right here. Hopefully you guys can see this right here. This is where I'm going to paint it right here. Okay, let's thin it out a little bit. So these colors we want to do fairly thin. I don't want to put them on heavy because I want that glitter to show through. So that's our goal, is to do this really light. Boy, am I boring you guys to death? All right, here we go. All right, let's just get right in here. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. Something like that. Let's do the other side. And I want that glitter to show through, just like that. I want that glitter to show. Let's go all the way across. Let's go all the way across the front here. All right, just like that. There, just like that, right there. Let's do the same thing to this side. There we go. Okay. I think it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to do blue. Right. You know what? Let's bring this down a little bit because I'm probably going to want to bring the blue down to here a little bit. So let's bring this gold down a little bit more. Like that. There we go. Okay. So I gotta get the airbrush all cleaned off. The next color I'm going to do is this iridescent turquoise. And we're going to put that right across the top over here, just right across the top. I think we're going to probably do a shad pattern. So let's get this airbrush all cleaned off here. And I see we got 11 people. The Lonesome Fisherman. Hey, howdy, buddy. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, decided to do a late night live stream. It's good to see you back, Mr. Lonesome Fisherman. And Donatello. Howdy to you as well. I'm gonna get to do some painting here. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna do some painting. All right. Okay. So we're gonna do some turquoise, iridescent turquoise. And I think I'll thin it out a little bit because I want, like I said, I want this stuff to be pretty thin because I want this glitter to show through. So if you guys are just joining in, here we go. We got so far that far. All right, let's mix some iridescent turquoise. Awesome. Well, see if we can entertain. Or is this where I say, are you not entertained? Well, I'll try to stretch this paint job out for as long as I can. Yeah, that's what we'll... Do I want to do this first? I wonder if we should do this first. I'm thinking we probably should. Yes, we are. That was a waste of paint, wasn't it? That was a big waste of paint. Oh well, let's put the green in. I like you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, let's get this. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna do this better than TV. That's awesome. All right, so let's do that. Let's go across here. This way you guys can see it here. All right, right across here. There, just like that. We're doing it nice and subtle because I want that glitter to show through. There. What do you guys think of that? Pretty good, huh? Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. All right. Now it's time for iridescent blue. Let's go a little bit more. I really want that green to show through. Hello, Mr. Chavez. Glad you could join me tonight. While we're painting a nice crankbait for some muskies. Okay, now it's time for some blue. So are you guys enjoying your Memorial Day weekend? I can hear fireworks going off in the background over here by my house. ATG, hello. I'm glad all you guys can join me for this. This is pretty cool. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Let's thin this out a little bit. um, iridescent turquoise. Well, oh, I got to work on the holiday. I just have the weekend off. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay. So now we're going to do this turquoise all here. Right on top. There we go. What do you guys think of that? I think that looks pretty cool. That looks really nice. I bet with the epoxy, this is just going to look awesome. Hey, Rage. Terry, nice to see you. There we go. Well, that was something that fell. Okay. So I'm going to go here with some Wicked Pearl White. We're going to do some Wicked Pearl White right over here. So we got to get the airbrush cleaned off. All right, excellent. Okay, so my next color is going to be a Wicked Pearl White. So we're going to thin that out for a second. Right now I ran out of my Lake Erie Monster. Unfortunately, I have to drink one of these, one of my wife's. And then I have this for the last part of it. It's all right. Okay. And as you all know that, I was trying to make a not so intricate or detailed lure this time, because I just want to do a simple shad. But I'm not going to be able to, I don't have, it's just something, honestly, I've really never given much thought. I just think what colors would look good together. Like I've made shads like this before, so I mean, this kind of looks like a shad, and that's kind of what I'm going for, is a shad look. And I've kind of looked online at different lures and things like that, and gotten ideas. So let's put some Wicked Pearl White on here. There, look at that. That looks pretty good. I know you can't tell, but it's there. And let's go underneath. There. I think that looks pretty awesome. I'm really liking that. Man, we put that clear coat on. This thing is just gonna, that is just gonna pop. This is amazing. Hopefully I don't screw it up. All right, so I think the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some scales on. And the scales are probably going to be, I don't know, what color should I make the scales? What color? We can do gold, but I've already got gold on here. I can do silver. We can do silver. And I mean, I could probably do pearl white, but the pearl white would only be here, but it's going to be really light. And it's going to have like the black accent. So I'm kind of torn. I'm thinking probably silver for the scales. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you're still watching, comment and let me know. Choice of silver. So it's a wicked pearl silver, one of those colors. Gold or the copper, or pearl white. So one of those three. Let me know what you guys want to do, or what you want me to do, because I'll put any color down actually. All right, I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting. Gold. Okay, Terry says gold, so 1 vote for gold. Silver seems like the best option from your options. Okay, so gold and silver. I need one more. I need the tiebreaker. Gold or silver? I'm leaning towards silver, personally. It's going to be a really light color. It's going to be really light, so it's really not going to, it probably won't even show, and it's probably not even worth doing, but I think it adds a little bit more attention to detail to the lure. So, pink, of course. I should have expected that one. I should have expected. Well, maybe I'll do a pink lure on my next live stream, just for you, Mr. Lonesome Fisherman. Just for you, I'll do that. No, I'm going to do pink just for you. I'm not joking. We will do pink. We will do pink, and I'll glitter bomb it just for you. Maybe I'll even do a full YouTube video for it. That's a good idea too. And I'll dedicate, maybe I'll do a video and I'll dedicate it to you. Let me get the silver. Where's my silver? All right. Yep, and red turns black. Okay, oh, aluminum. How about we just do some wicked aluminum? Oh wait, I got silver right here. Let's do silver. All right. I think I will do that. Just maybe pink and purple or something on a video, and we'll glitter bomb it. Make it like cosmic style. Maybe with some color shift. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, let's get our mesh on. No, that paint is still wet. We gotta dry this paint off before we do that. Shoot. I got so caught up in BSing with you guys that I forgot about drying my paint. A friend of mine caught a nice muskie on a pink lure. And he and his wife use pink quite a bit, and they do pretty good. We were just having some fun, that's all. But I would make a pink muscular. I would do that. I mean, you guys are helping me out paint these, so giving me suggestions. I mean, what would you guys like to see on another live stream of either me painting, or maybe we can do a whole lure, but that would be a while, and I don't know how long I could keep everybody's attention if we did something like that, like a lure from start to finish, live, without any interruptions. Or we'll probably have a lot of interruptions, actually, because there's a lot of processes that go into making the lure, at least how I do it. So if I make another lure body, what would you guys like to see color-wise, pattern-wise? I think I've done Fire Tiger live streamed. I've done some natural colors live streamed. Yeah, I think I'll still do the pink and red and purple and spacey type colors and things like that with color shifts. I'll pick up some color shifts, and we'll do another live stream like that. I'm half tempted to do a full build. I really am. That would be, I may have to do like parts and stages, kind of like what you used to see on cooking shows, where the dish would be partially cooked in each step, and I might have to do it that way. Oh, God's here. Oh boy, I got spammed again. Yep. God is with us today. Look at God. God made a comment. All right, let's do these scales. Okay, this is our Wicked Metallic Silver. And like I said, I kind of want this to be light because I don't want it to overpower anything. So here we go. All right. You guys ready? You really can't see this? I mean, you can a little bit. You can see it a little bit, which is exactly how I want it. I want the scales to be there, but I don't want them to be there, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. I want to thin this out. All right, maybe one day I'll do a full lure. I'll do a full lure. I'm thinking I probably will. I think I will. The tool looks like my weed bowl. You probably could use it for that. You probably could. Where's that silver? You probably could use it. It takes some modifications, but you might be able to. All right, here we go. Try this again. Okay, so now, oh geez, I got people ask me what beer I'm drinking. Now I've got that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You guys are just cracking me up tonight. Literally cracking me up. Now I know why I like doing some of these live streams, interacting with you guys. This is like the best. I just wish they would count towards views and hours on YouTube, because I do this all the time. Because it is really awesome interacting with everybody. And on top of that, I'm just hearing myself talk to myself. All right, now it's going to be time for some black. And that black I'm going to put right along at the edge of these scales to give it a little bit more depth. Okay. Okay, this is how we want to do it. All right, so let's do this. Hopefully you guys can see this. There we go. And this is transparent black that I'm using, by the way. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. All right, so look at that. And we're starting to look a little bit real. What is this? Hey, Landon, this is me painting a lure. And then a lot of just fun times here. All right. Now I think it's time to paint some gills. Oh. Let's clean this airbrush. Actually, no, I don't. I want to do black first. That's right. Oh. Awesome. Do you do some of this on YouTube, Landon? Okay, let's see what these scales look like. They should be very subtle. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you got, look at it. Look at the scales. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. just like that. Hey, Laura, thanks a lot, man. There, that's what I was looking for. So now it's going to be, now I got to do the gills. So we're going to paint some gills. I got to find my template. There's going to be a fin in there. We're going to put that shad dot on, and we got a ways to go. And I made some eyes already. Here's the eyes I'm going to use. Well, some of them are based off of the real McCoys, but this one is one of my own that I got off of a picture of a shad. So this is one of my own. I have a fire tiger that I paint that's my own. Let me see. I don't have it with me here. So some of them are my own, but others are kind of variations of already what's out there. Like the clown pattern or the sexy shad or Tennessee shad, things like that. I mean, patterns have been around for for almost 100 years, some of them, and they're proven. So why not just keep painting them and just kind of make your own stuff with them? All right. Okay. Let's get this template out so we can start painting some gills. All right, we got it. Gills and fin. All right, I'll try to. I'm just trying to also keep it in good position so it's comfortable for me to paint as well. But I'll do my best to do that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me get, I think I have black paint in here still. I'm going to throw a little bit of black paint in here. So just bear with me. Okay. All right. Is that better if I do something like this? More body designs. We can do that. Next one. So let's see. I don't have. So maybe something like that. Next. This is one of my own patterns. All right. Okay, so let's see here. There. Oh, I can hear the coyotes yelping. Okay, and let's make sure we got it equal. There to there. Good. All right. Here we go. I don't like that one, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the black. I should probably just do the shad dot now and just get it over with while I have the black in the airbrush. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. So we got to mark a spot. I think right about there, right in the middle, right there. So let's kind of remember we come up here, right there. There's going to be my shad dot right in right in that gold. So let's do that. There we go. Shad dot. Freehand. What can I say? Let's do the other side. All right, so we went there to about there. See right there. So that probably put us right about there. There. Shad dot. Shad dot. Okay. We got to clean the airbrush out. And the next one I'm going to do is white on the gill. I don't know. I'm probably going to put some stuff here in the head. Some different patterns or whatever. Different colors, something maybe. And then we'll do the fins. And some red, and I think epoxy, and that'll be it. So I still got a ways to go. Still got a ways to go. Oh, let's do the eyes. Let's shoot. Well, I got the black in here. Let's do this. There. And here. There. Okay. All right, let me clean this airbrush out. So don't forget, if you guys if everyone who's watched, if you like this live stream and you've gone on my channel and you've seen some of my videos and you like those videos, be sure to hit it, subscribe. I've got 128 videos, a lot of shorts, a lot of lure making, some camping videos with the RV. We're going up to, my wife and I are going up to Wisconsin in another month. My biggest muskie caught. Well, that is a tough one because I do not bump my fish. I've only measured one fish. I've probably had two that I know were well over 40 inches. One I got out of Lake St. Clair was about 41, 42 inches, and that was the only fish I measured. Every other fish I've ever caught, I have never measured. I do a quick photo, throw it back. I don't even really take time to admire it. Guinness. Extra stout. All right. White. White. We got to do white. Okay. White. Where's my white? Here's my white. My wife and I are gonna go up around Boulder Junction, Lake St. Germain. I want to fish Star Lake this year. We went 2 years ago, and we didn't get a chance to fish Star Lake. We fished Boulder Lake, right in Boulder Junction, Big Lake St. Germain, and Big Muskellunge Lake. I had one on St. Germain, but we got a lot of small pike out of Boulder and some small pike out of St. Germain. Fished Green Bay for 2 days, and we got a nice 10-pound pike out of Green Bay. No muskies. We didn't see anything, and all the boats that we saw that were fishing for muskies didn't get anything either. And then we went and fished Sturgeon Bay one day, and I had a nice incident with a unmarked reef, low water, and a bent prop. Where in Ontario are you, Terry? If you don't mind me asking. I'll look that one up, Bill Gardner. I'm going to have to remember that one. I do have The Complete Angler, though, by Isaac Walton. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now, my old lures, that's where I would stop. 3 hours north of Toronto. Oh, you're right by, I don't think you're that far from Lake Nipissing, are you? I think there's muskie in there in the French River. There we go. Now we're going to do the fin. There. There's our fin. Hopefully that shows up. It really doesn't. That's going to be really tough. But that's all right. I'm not too concerned. Worried about where this fin's going to end up in relation to my shad dot, though. But that's all right. It'll be all right. There we go. So gill and fin. Now, as you guys know, I tend to take colors that are on the rest of the lure and put them either on the head or be on the fin. So I tend to do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I just cleaned the airbrush, so. Oh. So I'm thinking, I've been up in that area. So probably around, is it Lake Simcoe? Somewhere around that area, or because I've been by Lake Simcoe, ate at Weber's, "42 minutes." Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Doing pretty good. All right. So let's see. What do I want to do for the head? I think I'm going to put some black. Or wait. Or should I do some black in here? Or should I do a little bit of blue? Nick, this is a pipe, huh? All right. Blue or black for some accents in the head. Okay. Riker is saying blue. All right, blue. Okay, I got one vote for blue. Come on, guys. You guys are telling me what colors I should paint when I ask. Black or blue? Or black and blue? What if I did black and blue? Should I just do black and blue and I can just cover all my bases? What do you think? I got 12 people watching. Let's see what you guys say. Both. Black with accents. Man, these lures are getting tougher and tougher all the time. You guys are really challenging me. All right. So I've got this little thing that I use here for the accents. Okay, so it would probably have to be black, white, and blue if we're doing black with accents in blue. No, maybe it's just black and we'll do black and blue. Black and blue. That's what we're going to do. Let me get the blue. There's Wicked Blue. There's that blue. Oh, wait, I got this blue. I think this. Oh, wow. I haven't been to Weber's in, well, gosh, 20. When was the last time I was up there? In 2000. It was either 2000 or 2001, the last time I was up there. All right, so I've got this Wicked Laguna Blue. I think this blue would go really good with the soft colors that I have on this right now. I think that would go really good along with some black. So let's do the black. And I'll show you how I do that. Fortunately, it requires a lot of holding of stencils. Shoot. Well, it's all right. Didn't want to do that. All right. So I got one stencil here, and I wish I had a few more hands to do this. All right. So I have it like that right there, and let's spray. There. So there we go. Nice and subtle. Nice and subtle. Same exact way. Okay, like I said, I wish I had more hands. All right. So, I'm gonna go black. There. Kind of. All right. So next is blue. And I think that adds a really nice touch to it. I really do. Okay. Now let's do this blue. Actually, I'm going to come over here. A little bit of black over here. Right down low. There, just like that. Nice subtle colors. Okay. All right, let's get this airbrush cleaned off and let's go with the blue. And like I said, I'm going to use this Wicked Laguna Blue. All right, let's get that cup cleaned off. All right, okay. Okay, let's see. All right. Wicked Laguna Blue, we're going to do it the exact same way. Okay. Make sure you got the color. All right. And this kind of looks like a gray. We're going to clean this out a little bit more. We can do that. We can do that. That's the fun of these live streams, is you guys are free to put down any suggestions you want, and there's probably a chance that I might paint it. And you know how many guys doing, YouTubers doing this, that just say, hey, tell me what colors you want me to paint as we're going along. My coworkers have said that too, but I'm too stubborn. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I gotta get dinners. The idea I thought about was maybe making it like a wake bait with maybe a wake bait and kind of like a flap tail, something like that. I'm from Ohio. All right, here we go. Wicked Laguna Blue. All right. Hey, John. Thanks. I'll do this so you guys can see. All right. All right, so here's what I'll do. We will, I'll make one. I'm going to work on that one, on that crankbait with a spinner. There we go. Does it really look like a fake? Does it really look like a? I guess it does kind of look a little real. Something will bite it, I'm sure. All right, let's do the fins. So what size spinner blade do I need to use? Lonesome. What size spinner blade? Are we talking like double 10s or a regular 10 or double 8s or? Thanks, Riker. Okay, let's do these fins. All right, these fins are going to take a little bit of thinking how I want to paint them. Do I want to add a little bit of complexity to them? I really do. But how do I want to do it? turquoise. Let's do it. Let's start small. Say something like this or this. This is about 3.5 inches. This one is about 5. All right, template, where, there you are. Okay. All right, ready? No, I'm from Ohio, USA. Okay. And there. I have family that did come from Italy, but they came from Sicily. That'd be my great-grandparents on my dad's side are from Sicily. And I have family from Lebanon. Get this airbrush cleaned out. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so now it's going to be black. So we're going to do black. Yep, that's what we're going to have to do. I might start one off really small, something for like panfish, and just to see how it works. And then graduate to musky size. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. But I don't know how it's going to work. I think the lure is going to have to be a little bit longer, I think. I think it might have to be longer. Maybe jointed, maybe jointed. Oh, cool. That's awesome. All right, so let's put in this transparent black. So this is going to be the hardest part of the whole build, or the whole paint job. So hopefully I don't mess this up, because of the positions I'm going to be in when I'm painting this, and where the lure is going to be in relation to the camera. So it's going to be really tough. But we'll do it. We'll get it. I have confidence in myself. Okay. All right, so I got a straight edge. I've got my fin template here. Okay, guys. And what I'm going to do is we are going to put this template on. And then as you can see, I have lines marked here, and that's where the straight is going to go. Okay. And now the hardest part of this whole video is going to be painting these fins so you guys can see it through the chat. So there, something like that. Okay. Wow, those are some pretty big fish. Pretty big, John. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Let's come back a little bit further so you guys can see it. Okay. There. I want to come down to there. We kind of fucked that up a little bit. Whatever. Okay. And then I want to come around like this, like so. There. So, kind of like that. And then what I want to do is I want to take this spot here, and I kind of want to shade that in a little bit. There, just like that. Then I guess that's where we're going. We're going to take all these lures and we're going to go to that lake. Because how awesome would it be to catch a world record on one of these lures? Oh man, that kills my back. There it is, there's my straight edge. Okay, same way. Okay, here we go. There's one. Let's do this one. There. Pull it away. There. And there we go. Nice subtle fin. We're going to do this. So we got to go along this side here. Okay. There. And then we are going to do this area here like I did before. There's shading there. Good. Okay. Here's our lure. There we go. Okay. Now I want red. Now I want some white. So we just got to clean the airbrush. Yeah, that would be a fish to be afraid of, wouldn't it? Oh man. So here's a lure so far, you guys. If you're just joining in. Sometimes this glitter is really hard to paint a lot of detail on. if you don't epoxy over it. I probably should have put a little bit of epoxy, but then that would take over 30 minutes for it to cure. And I don't think anybody would sit here for 30 minutes watching the epoxy cure. So unfortunately, this is how we got to do it. We don't get the detail that I want out of it. I might sell this lure. So if any of you guys are interested in buying it, I might sell it. Do you make a lure with an LED light in it? I never have. Marling Bates made one once. He put a LED in a lure. I never have. I don't know if I ever will. But I think I'm gonna put a little bit of white here on the fins, and then we're gonna do red accents in the gills. I'm gonna do some red underneath, little red dot, and I was asked to do a little bit of red here. George Lopez. All right. Let's do this. There comes Roger. That would be cool, John. A white George Lopez. Interesting. But that would be pretty cool. $2 million. I haven't made even close to that. Nowhere near that, actually. I think if I made $1,000, I'd be happy. So here we go. A little bit of white. There. And then over here, a little bit of white. There. Now it's time for red. Let's do some red. Wonder what time it is right now. Oh, I know what time it is. Oh, geez, we're almost done with 2 beers. I got to slow down. Okay, so if we want to sell this, what's a good price? Now you see me, it's taken me over an hour, even though, you know, we're chatting and having a good time. It's taken me over an hour to paint this. And it's 11:06. Okay, big money. Now, who is willing to spend big money? Because musky fishermen are a very, very fickle group of people, as you know. They have their own reliables that they use, and that's what they go by. But if I were to sell this right now, totally undercharge myself, I'd probably sell it for like $50 or $60. And you guys have seen how this has been painted. But we're going to put some red on. So let's do that. Iridescent red. Let's find my head template that I like to use. Yeah, this one. All right. Okay. So this is where our blood is going to show up. I got to probably make more than that. Probably musky fishermen are as bad as steelheaders. Or fly fishermen for that matter. Trout fishermen. I mean, I'm all of those. There we go. Look at nice, subtle red. For Kim Kardashian's signature, I think people would want more. I'd want more for those signatures. Because, you know, she's going to charge you more for those signatures. Unless she's doing pro bono. There we go. Nice subtle red. Look at that. That is awesome. So now, what do you say we put some red down here? Nice subtle red. There. Right on the throat. Let's put our red dot on here. Red dot. And then one of you guys were asking for some red back here, so let's do it. There we go. Got some red on there for you. Okay. I'm really liking this right now. And I think we're getting there. We're like in a home stretch right now. We are in a home stretch. Okay. So we've done quite a bit on this lure. Quite a bit on it. We got a subtle red. We got the red on the throat. Our little red dot that you guys asked for a long time ago that I've been putting on. And honestly, I've been putting them on almost all of my lures. I mean, see the red dot? Red dot. Red dot. And I did a YouTube video on this that I'm editing. So here's a YouTube video for this one that I painted. What else has a red? What else has a red dot? So far, that's it. But all the other lures I've painted so far all have red dots. Thank you, Grant. Okay. All right, so let's glue some eyes in. So super glue, we'll put some on here. Okay. And I kind of painted these before I started, these eyes. So I kind of painted the lure to match those eyes. And let's see how this is going to look. There we go. What do you guys think of that? Well, John, I do not work at a body shop as my full-time job. I work as a nurse practitioner in an ICU as my full-time job. This is just a hobby. So if I came down to Florida, I'd probably catch a bunch of peacock bass with this. There we go. Look at that. What do you guys think of that? There we go. Okay, so let's take this tape off. Let's get some epoxy mixed, and then let's put some epoxy on this. Okay. So now I have to find some epoxy because I'm running out of my 30-minute epoxy that I normally use. We're just going to retape all this, so it's no big deal. I want to see what this looks like without the tape. Okay, so here it goes, guys. There. All they do is sit on the bank and wait for any fish to go by them. Then they dart at it. They crush them. Okay. So retape this. I'm going to find my 30-minute epoxy, and we'll epoxy this, put it on rotisserie. Oh, I got to sign this. I always sign my lures. Oh, fudge. There goes my eye. Good thing I have something to get rid of that. All right. Oh, we got to fix this eye. And let me show you guys what I have for that. All right, so I have this super glue remover. I got too into reading those comments that I fucked this up. Pardon my French. So we're going to let that sit there. We're going to let that, and we're going to try to get that off. All right, so I got to find some 30-minute epoxy, so just bear with me, and I'll be right back. Oh, look what I found. I found some 30-minute epoxy. So what do you guys say we get this going and we sign this lure and get it all epoxied up? I'm down for that. These are about empty, so we're going to throw those. We're going to keep these, because I could use these on other things. Throw those out. Got some new ones. Let's just cut them. Okay, where's my knife? Knife. Where's my knife? There it is. All right. Shit. Hate when that happens. Epoxy gets all stringy on you. All right, there. Okay, we have some epoxy. Now let's get this super glue cleaned off. Big hair lures. No, I wasn't planning on it, but might be a good idea. What happens if I shave my head? Then I don't have big hair anymore, John. Because I am starting to go a little bald. So I'm just kind of enjoying it while I have it. All right, let's get this epoxied. You guys are a riot, let me tell you. I'm enjoying this. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's get these, let's sign this. Well, when I start going bald, I'm gonna. I've already made that decision. Okay, it's signed. I wish I had some of his cars. All right. I'm going to grab my scale and going to get some epoxy mixed so we can get this Clair epoxy. Okay. Let's turn the rotisserie on. Oh, here, let me show you guys this one I just made. I just did this one. This one is going to a coworker. Check out the eyes on that. That's going to a coworker. She wanted one from me because they see my lures all the time. So she wanted one before she moved to Colorado. So she's got this one, and then I made this one for her as well. So she wanted two, and well, she's got two. Let's see, 65. My hair is thinning. Oh, mine isn't quite that long. It's not quite long enough for that. But I don't know if it'll ever get that long. I don't think my wife will let that happen. Okay, so let's get this all mixed. I think you guys can see it like right at the bottom of the bottom left-hand corner, or well, be the right-hand corner. Okay. All right. I need something to mix it with. I need a stirrer. Let's make one. I got one right here. Excellent. Good deal. Okay. So this one's going to require 2 coats of epoxy. Whatever. I'm going to probably put on 1 coat. And after that coat is when I usually call these done. And I go ahead the next day and put another coat on. Unless you guys are willing to wait a half an hour or more for this to set before we can do anything. But I'm not even willing to wait that long. So if that tells you anything, let's get this done. All right, so we have our hardener and our regular resin. 1-to-1 mixture. I mix it based on weight. And typically I think it's all grams, which then equates to cc. So, and on top of that, where I work, we use grams and stuff like that. So I'm used to it. That's how I do stuff. And then our hardener. So we have 5.7. So we'll just add the 5.7. And if you're wondering where I get all my stuff from, I either get all my stuff from I get it from Harbor Freight. The wood I get from Home Depot, if it's cedar. I have mahogany. I have a small piece of mahogany that I got from a lumber store, and I get a lot of my stuff from Amazon. So like my airbrushes and all that stuff came from Amazon. We're just mixing some epoxy. Okay, I think we have it mixed up enough. All right, let's start putting this epoxy on, and then we'll get it put on the rotisserie. So I've got it signed, painted, eyes. It's ready for the epoxy now. Okay. I'm like of epoxy. Like I said, if I'm going to sell this, I would sell this for probably $50, plus $8 shipping anywhere in the lower 48. So it would be a total of $58 if someone wants to buy this. Before I send them out, I test them all in a pond, casting, and get them all tuned. Until if I'm happy with it, then it goes out. If I'm not happy with it, it does not go anywhere. I would even do it if I wasn't happy with it. I throw it out. So this is the biggest. The epoxy is probably like the biggest money pit. I'm starting to play with UV curing epoxy. I'm starting to play around with that. Like I did part of that lure that I just showed you a minute ago. I did part of that with UV curing epoxy. Which I really like, but I got to buy the black light. I got to buy the UV lights and everything for them. And make a box. And I think that would probably even come out better. I know it would cure a lot faster. And then I could try doing some like 1-day builds. Same day builds. I can't say 1 day because that's already taken. It does. It gets very spendy. Very, very, very spendy. I mean, the cool thing is with the UV curing epoxy is as long as that brush doesn't touch any UV light, it doesn't cure, and it stays just right, you know? Okay. So, here we are, painting our 30-minute epoxy on. We'll get this on the rotisserie in a minute. I'll put this on a little heavier, but I mean, look how that's just popping. That is looking really, really good. I like that. So are there any patterns you guys would like to see me do? Like to see me paint when I do these live streams? Or you just want me to wait until you guys come on and you tell me what you want me to paint? All right, let's get this over to the rotisserie. So bear with me here. Okay. There we go. Can you guys see that on the rotisserie? There we go. So there's the lure. It should be coming around. Why isn't? Oh, there it is. Oops, sorry guys. There it is. Right there. Now you should be able to see it. So I'm gonna let this rotate for a minute or two. Kind of let it level out on its own. And then I'm gonna hit it with some heat. That'll break any air bubbles, get it nice and smooth. And sometimes that heat will also help it cure just a tad bit faster. Let's see. We might be doing this once or twice. Adding some more epoxy. Oh, that's my UV light. All right. I think kind of the fun of it is kind of seeing what you guys want me to paint. And then me trying to do that. Kind of like testing myself. All right, let's hit this with some heat. What I mean, look at that. That is just coming out awesome. That looks really, really good. Wow. That just looks awesome. Okay, maybe we can do a walleye next. Ah, there's that. There it is right there. That's what I want to fix right there. Okay. Come back around. We'll heat it up. Let it level out. All right. Yeah, I kind of like neutral stuff too, but I also like loud patterns. There we go. All right, we got it. Okay, so we're going to let this sit on the rotisserie. And if you guys have followed me on all my other live streams, you know that when I get this lure on the rotisserie, I usually tend to call it a night or a day. So on that note, I've got the lure on the rotisserie. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for helping me paint this thing, suggesting colors, color schemes and things like that when I was asking questions. I really appreciate that. I really find that that's the fun of doing these live streams, is interacting with you guys. So again, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to call it a night. If you like this video, you like the live stream, and you enjoyed what you saw, I do make long videos. I have some shorts as well. Sign into the channel, subscribe to it. That way you get notified of when there's a video out. I'm working on some videos right now. My computer broke, so I'm kind of in between computers and things like that right now. So one reason why I'm doing these as often as I am. But I enjoy doing them. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share all these videos if you guys enjoy them. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend.